guys, welcome to Becky Tarot. My name is Becky. I'm a spiritual advisor, clairvoyant and energy reader. We are going to carry on with the signs and then I can move on to my next reading. So I've got two left. Next one's Aquarius. Oh, I just saw, you might have your mind blown in some way. It was like, pew. Maybe a shock, or you might find something out about someone who's been playing games. It's going to be, your mind's going to be blown, or something that's going to have you, I don't feel like it's like going to be sad and depressing, but either way, you're grateful for it, or your mind just, it's information that just blows your mind, but I don't feel like it's negative for you, Aquarius. Okay, you want these ones. It might have been something you were trying to make happen, and it's like you were playing loads of games to try and make it happen, or you might have been a bit sneaky. I don't feel like horrendous and like you've been really horrible, but it might have been like being a bit, you were trying to get something done or trying to get it to a certain thing, and your mind's going to get blown about something because you're going to be like, oh, okay, like it's to do with whatever you was trying to get done or do, and it's like your mind, you're like shocked and your mind's a bit blown, like, oh, it kind of just played out for you and did it for you. Exactly the same card as what I saw before. Like, so there's been you ever been like you wanted something so much that you can't seem to release the energy? You want it and you're trying to manifest it, but you're not releasing it to get it. And so that forms like a block, like a resistance against it. So maybe you were trying to actively like play games or be a bit sneaky, or just trying to get something you wanted or some situation to go the way you wanted it. And then when you finally just was like, oh, whatever, it fucking like rolled out and happened, and you were like, because the resistance got blocked, like stopped getting blocked. If that makes sense. Could somehow be involving other people. Yeah, it's like you get your escape. You get your escape from something. And when I say you get your escape, it's like you either get to escape from an actual situation, relationship, connection, job, and you've been trying, like, you know, if you've actively been trying to get yourself sacked and you've been trying things like not really going in, just being well lazy at work, you're like, how the hell are they not trying to get rid of me? I'm on probation. And then you get like, you just like, I don't know what to do. Like, I've tried everything. And then suddenly, you know, the business goes under. Like, it's something like that. If it's business or if it's a connection, you're like, it sounds bad, but you want to leave someone, but you've been trying to, you didn't want to just be the person that broke you guys up, and you was trying to maybe push to be like, oh, why don't you go out all the time? Like, maybe letting them drink and thinking, oh, maybe if they like, which is bad. It's bad. Anyway, but then something ends up happening, you're like, oh, job done. Yeah, so you're just there like, oh, okay, I can escape now, because I feel like you were like, oh, if I try and get out of this, like, it's gonna call, I better be ready, like ready for the fight, if that makes sense, like, because people are gonna kick up a fuss or whatever. Oh, sorry, it was just a private message they were giving me. So now you're just like well happy about it, like, oh fuck, it's like I've got it now, what I wanted, or yeah, how you felt, you like just is done, and you're happy, like I can close the door on that. I can actually close the door on it, and just it's a shadow that I'm gonna leave in the past, and I'm gonna leave it in the past. I'm shutting the door. Like, it feels like this was actually causing you pain, like stressing you out. Like, it was stressing you out to the point of where it's actually causing you issues, or it's like, have you ever, like, how this energy feels is, if here's just an example in how the energy feels, don't take it as if like this is actually it, or if it does resonate, great, but like, say you went out and you cheated on your partner, or you did something that was like hurtful, like as in they're gonna get hurt if they found out, and it's just like, oh mate, like, and it was if you're someone that, you know, has a conscience, like, it was hurting you because you'd kept it back and not told them, or there's something you hadn't told them, it was eating you up, and eating you up, and eating you up. And then basically it comes out that they cheated as well, but they didn't know that you cheated, and you're just like, oh, okay, great, this is my way out. Like, I didn't, like, do you know what I mean? Like, or you both break, it causes like a reset, and you're like, oh, now we can come back together and move slowly and just move forward, like, from this, whatever this bullshit was in the past that was causing you pain inside. Like, it just feels internal hurt, but it was like not something that's been spoken. And you want your peace because you feel like, it feels like you just felt like you were cursed, and you want to make peace with it because it just got to a point where you felt cursed by it, Aquarius. Yeah, because there's some kind of truth. Some kind of truth. What? Yeah, for some of you it really is like cheated. What is that? Let me get the other one. For money. You didn't fight against. Look, right, basically, not gonna lie, for some of you, what did I just say, money, and I opened it on that. Oh, that's shit. Okay, basically, for some of you, you could have been with someone that you actually really love, right? But you got issues, okay? And it feels like you're not great at, like, communicating these issues. You feel like, or felt like, you're someone that's quite cursed in relationships. Like, you seem to always fuck it up or sabotage it, and just shit gets in the way. Blah, 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 right? Cursed in relationships. Like, but the problem isn't that you're cursed. It's because you haven't healed, or you weren't healing. So you're bringing shit into a connection that's destroying it, and you're self-sabotaging it, right? But that's a whole other vibe, Aquarius. So you were with someone that you did something behind their back, okay? Whatever it was, or you didn't tell them something. But what the problem was, how this felt cursed, is because every time you're with them, every time you're looking at them, every time you're kissing them, it was eating you up alive. Even when you didn't think it was, your energy, like, you're projecting anger against them, when it's like, they didn't even do anything. Like, you're just sad, basically sad and depressed at what you were doing or done. And there is money behind it. Like, it's something to do with money, as in, like, I'm not gonna lie, for some of you, it could have been something like, say there was like an external person that you used to, a mate, like, this is gonna be for some, like a mate that you'd go around, and they had a mum that was like quite young, and, or not quite young, whatever, and the mum, you would like, things were going on, but this woman would just give you money, and it was like, you got in a bit of a fucking vicious cycle. Like, you were sleeping with someone, and it was all going on, but like, they were somehow giving you something materialistic. Like, what about if they were just letting you stay in their property for free? Like, it was something, but it just got so fucking out of hand. And it feels like, Aquarius, you just couldn't accept the truth. It was like a massive secret, constantly being kept, and it was eating you up alive. And the person you was with was really happy and like fighting for the connection, just a really happy person, for those that it's resonating for. You may have had a baby with them, and you're just left in this, like, it's like a poverty energy of like, I've got nothing and I'm worth nothing. Like, and when I say I got nothing, it's not because it's like I've got nothing because your eyes were just, you were being riddled up with all this dark energy that you'd done to yourself in this connection. You hadn't told or spoke any truth. You've been like, if the person questioned, you were just throwing bullshit their way. Like, it was pure and utter, just, you demolished this. And it was all kept. It was all kept a secret. And this money, yeah, somehow this money came into it. But anyway, so I feel an escape vibe, as in like, we're happy we're out. There's an escape now. There's an escape. Like, just a free. So maybe it's, yeah, look, and there's the reconciliation. So now you feel, oh, shit. How the tables have turned. Now you want to reconcile with the person that you was numbing yourself and projecting your shit onto. You want to reconcile with them. You dream about them. You feel how loving their energy is. You know you want to fight for this, Aquarius. But you're not sure if it can work. You're not sure if someone knows. You're not sure if this person knows, or someone in their family knows, or something, some of you. And you're like, what do I do? How can I can't go back into the curse. Like, I'm gonna have to tell the truth if I want to move forward. But you're all like, so what was the mind blown thing about? Interesting. Hang on. Your mind, for some of you, your mind's going to be blown because you're watching the person you used to be with. Hang on. I'm just trying to get the last bit. You're watching the person you used to be with. The person you want to fight for the connection. Unless your mind isn't blown from, like, well, how did we say? We said that it's like you end up escaping through not even, like, you end up getting freed by when you was trying to free yourself maybe, or whatever. The universe kind of handled it for you. But I get you, let me see. I get you watching the person that you want a connection with, the person you want to reconcile with, the person you really want to thingy with. Oh, that's what that is. You're keeping it a secret. You're not telling this person. You're also having really bad money troubles, and you're not telling this person because you don't want to. You want to be with this person. You want to be back with this person. You want to reconcile, but you don't want them to see that you're struggling so bad in emotional and financially. Just a heads up. This is the thing. Like, people think that nothing's connected. Like, so this person or you or whoever it is, if this resonates for you, that did this, kept a secret for a while and was actively hurting someone and continued to hurt them, continued to project this curse-like feeling and blaming them and so on. And what do you think happens? So you've been chucking and sitting in this energy and chucking it out, right? For however long. So long that the universe decided to rip this apart, probably for the other person, because you weren't stepping up. You weren't telling the truth if this is you, right? So the universe is like, hell no. You've done this for long enough now. You're not getting away with this. So the pull gets happen, probably for the other person who's not doing wrong and is not understanding. They're like, enough's enough. So it gets pulled, you're both freed for the healing to begin, for the clarity to begin, for, if you're the person that was doing the dirt, for you to have time to acknowledge the situation, as in like what you'd done, how you'd sabotaged it and how you was like actively blaming someone else for it. And time for you to learn a lesson. If you don't learn the lesson, you'll go around in for another loop, whether it's with that person, someone else, or whatever. It's depending on the other person as well. Like, if that person's healed and done their work, you won't be able to get it with them, but you're pulling someone else that's on the same vibration to do the lesson again and again and again, just to make sure you get it. But people think that because that's a relationship, that means that the problems and pains come only in relationships, but that's not true. The energy that you've given out, that dark, the negative, won't just come back as in, oh, like, I'm probably going to be with someone that's going to cheat on me now. No, not just that. You're going to struggle. You're going to struggle making ends meet all of a sudden. Everything's going to feel unstable because you're unstable down. And not only are you being unstable, you are actively choosing to do wrong to someone. And people make mistakes. Things happen. It's about how you handle that. Like, if someone makes a mistake and then they're truthful, and even if you didn't want to be with the person, but you were truthful, you expressed your feelings, said, I know it's going to be hard, like, let's kind of find a way to, like, separate maturely and responsibly. There's so many different fucking ways to do things, yeah, than hurting someone over and over again and then projecting your bullshit onto that person. But yeah, it doesn't just hit you in relationships, guys. It will bite your ass in lots of ways. Like, you will all of a sudden start looking really old, like your age, unless you're really young, unless you're like a teenager or early 20s. All of a sudden you'll be aging badly. Your looks will be deteriorating. Things just won't be going right for you. It's all energy. It's got to loop around and come back some way, and it's not always the same way it was put out. Just know that, please. So, it feels like there's a shift happening or happened and whatever. You want this one. It feels like whoever this is resonating for or about, the person that was keeping secrets, or the secret, was very immature. It feels immature, it looks immature, just childish. That it feels like they were just very easily lured in, and it's like, what? Yeah, what did I say? Look at that, seductive. And I always get, it's called adult trash, but to me it's like the adultery card. Look how seductive her pose is. And it was just like, how can you be that easily lured away from someone? The weirdest thing is, yeah, for those that resonate for, whoever this person that's keeping a secret, my God, I don't think you realise how strong your feelings are. And if you have a realisation soon, or if you've you have had the realisation, most of you, but even if you've only had a little one, I don't think you actually realise how strong your feelings are yet. Even if you've realised and acknowledged now, there's more for you to come. You think you felt love for them back then, it's probably stronger now. You think you felt love for them 2 weeks ago, it's stronger now. You think you've got strong love for them now, it's going to be stronger in a month. Like, this feels like the longer this connection goes, the more and the harder you're going to fall, and the more scared you're going to get if you don't heal and work for your shadows. And if you don't heal and be truthful and work for your shadows, just by feeling before I pull cards, the other person, the one that tried to love you and was trying to be open and couldn't figure out what the fuck was going on, they're going to continue to heal and grow. And the more they grow, the worse you're going to feel if you don't heal and do right by yourself and the other person. And the more they grow and heal, the more you're going to fall in love with them and get in. It feels like you were just like, it's like your whole intuition and everything was like just blocked. And it's just like I'm not gonna lie, that curse card now kind of makes it feels like you were so lured in ridiculously, like, sorry, but pathetically, like really pathetically easy. And you look back and it's such a burden and it's embarrassing because you're like, ugh, like, I'm that easily lured away to a commitment that I'm supposed to be in, or something that I'm supposed to be loyal to. Like, it actually is just like an embarrassment. Like, that's how whoever this is in this scenario, and it resonates, it's embarrassing. And it was all to do with, like, it's like you were just mad. It's like someone spun you like a pure web of fakeness and lies, and you actually believed it. And then what was even worse is you was busy spinning other lies to someone else. yeah, oh wow. And then it's like you became this like weird energy of like like this whole luring, seductive, negative energy that was kind of used on you. And I don't know when you kind of clocked onto this, you then like became part of that energy. Like it's like it was whoever this person was that was doing the luring, well toxic, completely dark, not done any healing or acknowledgement, really desperate, but really, really, really manipulative. And what happens was, by you sharing, sleeping with, bonding, you became that energy. I bet you was mad confused and like just not seeing. All you were seeing was this lure of seductive. Like that's all you could see. And you became that, but not like in a positive way. Like you became this like weird, not real smoke and mirrors. Like I don't know what. It's like you believed something like, and now you look back and you're like, what this person was like luring me and pretending to offer is really weird. Like, say if it was like they were married and you were like sleeping with them on the side and they were like luring you and kind of feeding you this shit about how they were gonna like down the road, like longer down the line, they would be like, this is what's coming through. It's like maybe it was like they were just feeding your like, you know, like your ego, as in like your fantasies. And it was like, yeah, like you can live here, you haven't got to pay anything, you can just fuck me and my husband will never know. And you were so like, yeah, that's an amazing life for me. What I'll do is I'll move in, I'll work and not have to pay any rent. I will actively be in this house and destroy a marriage. And if you have children, fuck that up as well. Just by being sneaky, just so that I can fuck you. What? That's how I'm going to spend the rest of my life. I'm going to spend the rest of my life being your side piece in a home where you're married. That's going to be my whole future. But in your fucking, if this is a bloke, which I feel for more of you it is, but could be a woman as well, pure only thinking with your dick. This is a massive lesson for you, as in, oh my God, get out of your dick and your fantasies. Like for some of you, I feel like this was pure and utter, like I said, like lust, not even lust, pure and utter fantasy, just being lived out. And I actually think you hurt and like abandoned and the whole thing that fucked, whatever, like someone that was genuine loving. Like I feel like it could, for some of you, it could be like actually like a family, like children, like someone and something you could grow with and create an amazing future with. And but you wanted, right? So my energy right now, I'm getting emotional. So I feel this is high and emotional for you, high emotional for when I'm talking about the person that I've gone through your energy to the person that you hurt, and it's actively so painful for them still. I feel like they are healing, but I don't think this person would ever forgive you. And you think it's a secret, like fully. As in this energy, it isn't a secret for that person, but you still believe it is. But you are on edge and in the anxiety because you don't know if that person knows. But let me tell you now, that person does know. Yeah? Let me tell you now, that person does know. And now you're just fucked. You want to like literally hunt down the person that you was with. You're watching from afar. It's just such a burden. How can I think you've got something. It's just like, how the fuck can I keep? How can I get back and keep and reconcile with the person I want to be with, but without trying to weave a bed of lies for our foundation? How can I not be a child and immature this time? Unfortunately, you ready to hear this one for those that it resonates for? Step one of being an adult is you have to sit down and speak the truth, even if you're scared and terrified to. Step 2 is once you've spoken your truth, if the other person has every right to feel a certain kind of way, you allow that person to feel the emotions they're entitled to feel without projecting, being angry and guarded at them. They are entitled to be hurt. Next step, I would suggest talking through how you would like to move forward and how they would like to move forward. And the last step, just don't shit on them again and hope that maybe they could heal enough to reconcile with you. But if not, and you have kids with them, build a strong foundation in parenting and maybe being friends and actively sort your shit out. That's it, Aquarius. Yeah, let's move. Let me just do a numerology to try and because bruv, if that's you, mate, that is just so low life, and it kind of resonates with someone I was. Yeah, I'm not gonna go down that route, but communication is key. You're gonna have to speak the truth. Adjustments are required, and you need to surrender to the divine. You are actively fighting and resisting. You know you need to speak truth. You know you need to release the negativity and all the defense and the guard and the this and be vulnerable and speak the truth and surrender and allow the divine to then play how it's going to play. Right? Don't let your past hold you back. Stop. Luck is on your side. Look at the bigger picture. Yeah, nothing will come of this situation. Do you know what? It's time for you to take action. Do you know? I'm not even going to lie. For those of you, like I said, the person that you hurt, person that you hurt, it's like I just want to bow down to them and their energy. It's like they are actively doing everything they possibly can to heal. I actually think this conversation is going to go a lot better than you think, but only because this person is such a lovely, loving, genuine person. I'm not saying they're going to be over the moon, but I'm saying I think they're going to fucking thank you for finally speaking some truth. And they're going to be annoyed that it took you so long to end this bullshit cycle that you've dragged everyone through. And what you think is going to come in the situation isn't. But you need to be strong and confident and make the first move to create the strong foundation that's needed. Even if it's only going to be friends or civil or whatever. You hurt someone, make it up, at least do the decent thing and be truthful and admit and clear the energy, because you're going to carry that around for the rest of life. You're going to carry the burden because by trying to get away with it, even though you really haven't, but you're going to carry it, and therefore that's going to cut into every relationship and connection you get into. It's going to carry, and it's constantly going to have effects in your life. You'll constantly have issues the whole time you're carrying the burden. Okay? That's it. If you're interested in having a personal reading, the information is in the box down below. And in the meantime, I send you so much love and light. Bye.